go. Back again.
Going live.
Yeah. And if I went to my channel, I could even see it on there. We're back. Hello to everybody. It's not here at the moment.
Hey there. We're waiting. I'm gonna go get a cup of tea.
Oh, lovely. I have to finish my Jolly Rancher before I can have my soda, otherwise it'll just be a fuzzy mess. It looks
That's
like
what she said.
sure. So now we're back. So the funny part is I didn't even know what email I was using for my channel, and we had to guess pretty much. And then we originally signed into some other account I have that I don't use anymore, apparently. And apparently my name on my actual account connected to my email is Jake Mathers.
I didn't even recognize that name.
It was just a
I thought maybe you just had signed into some random dude's email.
So I don't know what's going on with all of that.
Kind of funny.
But hello, folks. He's making up the tea. Eating up the tea.
Now I'm sugar and you tea.
Now she's going to sugar her tea. Is that you, Toots? Is anybody here? He knows my main channel, so. There, it's Toots. We have so many YouTube channels, it's ridiculous. Like, they're all just floating around out there. Too bad we can't use my favorite trolling account because it already got blown up. The YouTube completely deleted that one.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite YouTube channel was the full-on rapist.
That was pretty funny.
Hilarious. People get so worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So our streaming computer died.
But our van is very spacious.
And cool. So
it's cold in the van at night. This is surprisingly not the van.
So we've been busy working on getting a home. This is not my home.
This is not a home.
This is your home, but not my home.
Yeah, I guess.
And we had to do. We're in the middle of doing a whole bunch of stuff. That's not important, I guess. The funny thing is, I can finally. I'm allowed to talk on Twitter again. I was banned from Twitter for a whole week for telling somebody that Trump was retarded.
Sound is low.
Damn it. I don't think I can fix that.
Do I need to talk louder? There, is that better?
Yeah, that's weird. It's probably using... Hey, Cornlips is here. Long time no see. I gotta... Where's the stupid settings for this thing? Oh, Google is just... You used to be able to change your settings in stream, and apparently you can't anymore.
They make it all fucking...
So, where is the microphone on this computer?
Well, it's probably on the camera thingy.
No, but it's not using the camera microphone.
It's not? Oh, that's weird.
Maybe I can do it from here. Oh, God. It won't let me do it from here.
That's stupid.
So we're stuck with crappy sound.
Oh, Ted says it's fine for him.
Okay.
So, wait, Toots is the one that said it was low. So I guess whatever.
It works. I have no idea what that means.
It's the people downstairs. Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
like framing it up
in the walls and stuff. Being all fancy.
Because they're blocking off that doorway there.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
the-
They
they're-
can put a door in the
yeah, I saw that today. Is that what it's all for?
That's for his body and body for his daughter.
Must be nice.
Yeah, must be nice to have a parent that'll buy you a house.
I can wait. We're,
Can you?
we'll wait.
Okay.
We're not. Yeah.
So it's been very cold at night in the van.
Apparently, it's going to be 24 degrees tonight.
Yeah. It's pretty chilly.
Thank goodness we have propane.
Yeah. Without the propane heater, I don't think we could stay out there.
How did home?
You know, check his family there. He's from
I didn't. Okay. It's cool. Hey, we're back.
It's the state laws.
Is it now?
Sure. So it's been a week since we've done a live stream.
Has it been a week? Wow. I did not know that.
Because
Can't remember the last one we did though, because
the
I
last
don't
one was
remember.
before I got my Twitter ban.
Was it? Wow.
Oh, that's her relative.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
Yeah.
The one, two, and two. Yep.
So like, I don't even know where to begin.
What were we beginning?
I don't know. So like, did everybody see the news on the fake raid that never happened? Like, you know, where they sent the imaginary dog into the imaginary tunnel to chase the person that was running, but in real life they can't actually run.
and he was like crying and pleading and then blew up his suicide vest.
No, the ISIS dude, the not ISIS dude, because he actually retired.
Mm.
So he's not even a part of ISIS really. He's just kind of like moral support or something. That Al Baghdadi guy who got fake blown up. Never
Good
happened.
times.
So like the dude had a known previous injury to where he can't run. Yet for some odd reason he was able to run into a tunnel with his 3 kids and detonate a very powerful suicide vest
As he was crying and pleading for something.
like a dog.
Yeah. Mhm.
And they my coat's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, it looks
Did
like
I
it.
pick it up?
No, I'll get it later.
Okay.
It's been there the whole time.
Okay. That's cool.
Yes. Yes, Cornelius. Well, you're not missing anything besides the
It
fake,
says lies.
the fake news.
It's all fake. The propaganda.
It's not even propaganda. Well, it's just fantasy. It's not real.
Well, it just seemed like Trump was just making it up as he was talking.
Right? So the dude can't actually run, yet he somehow was able to run into a tunnel, dragging his three children. And well, I think this was the eighth time they've killed him. He just
He's
keeps
a cat, 9 lives and
because
all.
it's respawning and all that. Terrorists get like 10 or 12 respawns or something.
Pretty much, yeah.
You know, and he he collapsed the cave with his very powerful suicide vest, and somehow in a dead end cave that brought the cave down, the dog made it out virtually unharmed. Uh-oh. Good luck with the homework.
Okay.
We're hanging in there.
Yeah. Trying to.
And then like 3 days after the whole thing happened, they came out and the Kurds came out and said, we helped check him down because we had his underwear. Because
The dog smelled the underwear and they're like, I got him.
and so what happened? They're so the damn Kurds apparently kidnapped one of al Baghdadi's wives and convinced her to sneak back into the house and steal his underwear. And then after he blew himself up and the dog miraculously was unharmed in the whole explosion thing, they dug him out of the cave and scraped him off the walls, and they did a quick 2-minute DNA test right there on location, of course.
They're like, yep, totes him.
So, I mean, this is a great story. Well, whoever wrote this script thought it was a great story.
Yeah.
Because the big clincher is a week before all this happened, Trump gave $4.5 million to Al Nusra, who happens to be the major power in Idlib right now. Because Al Nusra is in Idlib. Oh, cool, Cornut. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Doctors suck. Having to deal with them sucks. I mean, it's good to have doctors there, but boy, it sucks to have to deal with doctors.
So he paid Al Nusra $4.5 million, and then a week later, Shazam! We got a fucking 8 choppers going in the dark of night,
Shazam!
evading everybody's radars. The Israelis, the Syrians, the Russians, the Turks. No one saw the 8 choppers on their radars, surprisingly.
They're radarless choppers.
They're going left. They got to do homework.
Bye.
I think, and in case you don't know this, both Al Nusra and ISIS want a Muslim caliphate. A caliphate basically means one king that rules the entire Muslim world. Now, Al Nusra and ISIS both want a caliphate, but they want it to be their caliphate, which means they're not friends. They don't get along. They kill each other on sight. So the whole claim that there is an ISIS leader in the smack dab in the middle of Al Nusra territory is absurd. It's my caliphate. No, it's my caliphate. So
Them calibrating words.
those are caliphate words. And Turkey wants to have the caliphate, and that's why Turkey, Al Nusra is a Turkish proxy military. And Prince Argon of Turkey wants to be the new caliphate. So the whole concept of there being some high-level ISIS dude on the border of Turkey, it's surrounded by Al Nusra. That's
Not a thing.
I mean, Batman is more believable. I mean, the flat Earth has more credibility than this story.
Even Flat Man.
Flat man, and the whole thing is just absurd. What else was absurd? I don't know. There's so much absurd things about the story. It's hard to keep track of it all. And the saddest part of all is in America, the left and the right, they're arguing about the merits of this raid, but none of them question that it ever happened. The left is like, yeah, it happened, and we're angry because he didn't tell Pelosi, and he jeopardized the raid by pulling out of Syria, but he didn't pull out of Syria. Well, Trump pulled out of Syria, and when Trump pulls out, he actually goes in harder. So. Oh my goodness. So, and that leads us to the fake impeachment circus.
Yeah.
So, you got all these Democrats trying to impeach the Trump. Now, if they actually cared about doing a real impeachment, they'd be talking about Trump's war crime of sending actual troops in for the specific goal of stealing another country's natural resources. That's called a war crime.
And he's just totally open about it. Yeah, we're taking their oil.
Yeah. So if they actually, the reason they don't talk about that is because the Democrats were stealing the oil under Obama for years. You know,
Just not showing your face about it.
well, obviously. You know. So it's just absurd. It's ridiculous. I mean, we live in fantasy land, a sick, demented fantasy land.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what to do about it.
What can you do?
Yeah. Oh, I guess we can give them the local news
There's local news.
that we were leaving our trailer.
Oh yeah, we're getting rid of the trailer because we have to.
Because apparently, if you're homeless and all you have is a trailer, they want you to actually be in your trailer every night. And even if you're like out looking for a home and stuff. So that wasn't working for us. So.
We pulled the trailer out of the parking lot. We got it for sale.
Yeah,
Hoping it'll sell.
I hope.
That would be helpful.
Very helpful.
And what else do we got?
We still got the dogs.
Yes, we still have the dog.
And,
Winter is happening.
yeah,
It's only early setting for that.
gonna be pouring rain. It's
It's supposed to be raining here too. I
which
think.
is good because that means it'll warm up. But
well,
not
maybe
yet.
it'll keep the trick or treaters away.
Yeah.
As it is, we have to keep all the lights turned off.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Good.
Put it the bonfire.
We can hand out candy from the van.
We can activate the moat.
Hey kids, come get candy from our van.
Yeah, that would go over well. Maybe the purple bucket trick or treating.
Purple buckets, what is that? Pirates?
No, I thought you said it was purple buckets for the mentally disabled trick
I
or
thought that
treaters.
was teal.
Oh, teal.
I think it's teal. I could be wrong. Maybe I just imagine there's going to be autistic adults carrying teal buckets around,
And I don't know.
or people pretending to be autistic adults.
I don't know what city it is, but they made laws for Halloween to where, like, if you're over 12, you're not allowed to go trick or treating and stuff.
Wow, that's pretty.
They said they were going to lock people up if they're overage trick or treating. That's not a thing.
You can't lock people up for that. Okay, you know what? From now on, I'm just gonna go trick or treating whenever. Just it's like May, and I'm walking down the street. Trick or treat.
So that happened. Now the main thing is to let everybody know we're alive, and
Pretty sure, pretty sure this is alive.
and
It's not the nothingness.
and tomorrow I'm going to see a VA person to see if I can get a home.
That would be nice.
Yeah, so there's that.
Lots of adults do have a 12-year-old mentality.
Like 95% of them.
I've noticed that in watching news reports.
Oh god.
They're so stupid. It's really stupid.
And it's like you complain about your brain being smashed by a truck, and I'm like, holy crud, you're still smarter than everybody I'm seeing online.
My head got squished by a truck. What's their excuse?
Yeah. So I've been talking to people on the internet, and they call me a troll for asking questions. And I'm like,
Inquisitive troll.
and for explaining how real life works to them. They have this fantasy world they live in, and they don't even know how things work in real life. Hey, clearly. Yeah, it's
Yes, we are in a house today.
not my house, but
Thanks,
hopefully,
Toots.
hopefully we'll have a home soon.
Hopefully that'll work itself out.
Yeah, hopefully.
We're in a house. We were just walking down the street and they're like, "Hey, this one looks good."
No one was home and the heat was on. So we came right in. But from what I'm, whose house? It's her relative's house.
Yep,
Her relatives.
my relatives, my family.
So there's that. But I'm asking the people, I'm like, do you have an education? And like over 90% of the people don't even have a college degree at any time. In fact, one person's like, I don't have a degree, but I've watched a lot of YouTube videos. Oh, we're in the same Kelso area.
Yep. Southern Washington.
Yes. Southwestern Washington.
Yeah.
Boy, give that us. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So that happened. I don't know what else to say. The world's kind of crazy right now. Our nation's actively looting other nations, blatant war crimes, and like it's not deniable because for one, your commander in chief said that they're taking the oil, and for two, Russia has satellite pictures of you taking the oil. Yeah.
He's pretty blatant about his crimes, really.
Yeah, I don't understand what world we're living in. I seriously
It's
think
a
in
crazy, bizarre world.
2016 we went through a wormhole and there's some kind of alternate reality.
You know, I think you might be right.
Can we go back to our reality?
It's been Cronenberg.
Well, Chunk does look pretty Cronenberg. Is that even a real thing or just something they made up on the show?
They made it up.
They made it up. Cronenberg world. I thought he has a minority government now. Didn't Trudeau lose the majority? His party lost the majority, I think. Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. I saw some clip where he was at, like, I don't know if it was the UN or some gathering of nations, and he went and sat down, and everybody around him was like totally ignoring him, and he was like holding his hand out to shake somebody's hand, and he like totally snubbed him.
That's hilarious. Apparently last week, Putin pumped out Macron.
Funny.
Yeah, because Macron's like, we're a real nation, we can defend ourselves. And Putin is like, then why are you America's little bitch?
Funny.
So that happened. But yeah, like Americans, they don't even know what a president is actually.
Or what the president's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Even the president doesn't know what the president's supposed to do.
Well, he thinks he's the oil chief,
He thinks he's the king.
the king of oil, or something.
Something.
Like, apparently, a large majority of Americans don't understand that your president, like the primary job of a president, not just the American president, but all presidents, is that they're the chief diplomat of their nation, and it's their job to talk to other nations and negotiate and to make treaties. And
He's done none of that.
not only does he not, he does the opposite of that. He's like the anti-president. Like he's the opposite of what a president's supposed to do. I mean, he himself doesn't even know how the government works because
he thinks he's just in charge of it all.
he was like, the great thing about this China deal is I don't have to go through Congress. I can just sign the bill myself and it's done.
It's not how it works.
No, he like today, and I thought, at this point he's been there for 3 years now that he might have actually accomplished a thing. None.
It's many years.
Many years, because he can't count past two. Anything over two is many.
Yep. And so, like, when he says many, many, well, then that's 6.
So it was like, if you like, I don't, and everybody in America, they still think we're all this great, all powerful thing, and it's like if you look at World War II, like Hitler started losing because he made some serious tactical blunders. He sent his military to one front, and then halfway there, he turned them around to send them to a different front. Hey, dude.
Hi.
Oh, we're
Oh,
now dab time inside.
not yet. We're in the house and it can't have smoking.
Well, I'm
So,
pretty
you know.
sure Frank Sinatra did it all for the
Probably.
and the drugs.
So we'll have to wait on doing that a little bit later.
When it warms up and we feel
Yeah,
safe to
yeah.
take this computer, because if we're doing it out there, we have to
Yeah.
take this computer out there and then bring it back in because I'm not going to leave it out
Oh yeah, no.
because that's where the other
And
one
then
goes.
it's cold. You gotta get it warmed up with heater first. Woo!
Yeah, winter is upon us.
The
But yeah,
sun is actually shining though, which is nice.
so
But
like
it's cold.
the reason that Hitler lost the war is because he mismanaged his forces and it squandered valuable resources, and his soldiers got demoralized because they were being sent on fool's errands and stuff like that. And look what America is doing now. We're pulling out of Syria. We're like pulling out of Syria, going into Iraq, and then Iraq's like, you can't be here. You're not allowed to be here. So then they're like, okay, we're going back into Syria. I mean, does that story sound familiar at all? And then no,
No.
this is temporary
Yeah.
for me.
This is I'm spending time at my grandma's house right
Yeah.
now. We're
So,
stealing puppers.
so
The
that's-
dogs like it here.
Yeah, they do. So when your military is being sent all over the place and back and forth with no real mission, and then your leader comes out and says, we're stealing their oil, and then they send you to kill the people and steal their oil, that's demoralizing because now you have no honor.
Yeah, now you're the bad guy.
And there's no way around that.
Mhm.
So everybody in uniform in America now knows they're just bandits. Or anybody left in the military that has a brain.
Or they're like, the Nazis when that fell apart.
So it's like you have no honor when he robbed the military of any honor they may have thought they had. So, and that's going to impact recruitment.
Well, yeah, which was already way down.
For years, they've been tens of thousands of recruits short every year. The U.S. military, all branches, even the Marines, and the Marines historically have good retention rates and enlistment
Mhm.
numbers, but even they are hurting. And but if these high school kids, like, they're not going to sign up to join the military to go fight and die to steal things for rich people. That's no.
They can steal things from people without going.
Yeah,
somewhere.
they can go be an independent operator if stealing things is what they want to do. But oh gosh, and no one.
It seems to be working well for Trump.
Yeah. But no one thinks there's a problem in America. It's like we're living in like a brave new world where everybody's just taking their happy pills and like going to the authorized hate rallies. Well, that was 1984.
But it's like a amalgamation of those two things.
Yeah, and I don't understand how the average American can just sit around and talk about some bullshit fake stuff and when everything is.
It's a brave new 1984.
Yeah, it's a brave new 1984. And I don't understand how. And then, like, when I explain what's going on in real life to people online, they get mad at me for telling them the facts. And I'm like, they're like, you're a troll. No, I'm like, it's just a simple matter of fact that these things are crimes.
You're a troll telling me things that I should know.
Oh, the entire. I don't know where it's going to go, though. I don't know how long. How long can this last? It's like,
Ooh,
I don't know.
I'm
So
yawning a lot.
I think we should be doing another live stream later again next time.
Okay.
But I
We'll
wanted
be back to
everybody to
live
know
stream again later next time.
we're here. We're
maybe
alive.
like for Halloween, but maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, because we don't have schedules for Halloween. That would be a good one. We can go out to the van for that.
I don't really have the energy for any kind of a costume this
No.
year.
When we have a home, then we can.
I'll
do
be
that.
retarded for my costume. Here I am.
So we'll probably be back for the Halloween, and I'll try to have a more coherent
And next time,
presentation.
Totes doing dabs.
And then the dabs will be back, and
we'll be back with more dabs.
And just, I don't know. I don't really have any advice. How do you?
Stay alive.
Yeah.
And if you're not, then you're dead. So it doesn't matter anymore. So just
Right.
breathe in, out,
But just
and repeat.
hang in there, because when a nation is this messed up, it can't last for long. It's
He always says hang in there, and I always imagine it's from a noose. So yeah, hang in there.
but not from your neck. Just stay alive, and continue being good people, and hang in there, because something's going to change soon. Because things can't go
or
on like
or
this.
at the very least, just watch the shit show that is the Trump bullshit.
No, it's not too well. It is cold, but we got propane, so we're just.
Yeah.
Oh, for the people that just got here, I know we're going to end soon, but our streaming computer outside broke, and I just didn't want to drag the computer from inside to outside and then back to inside.
And it's also very cold out, and they weren't sure what that would do for the computer. So anyway, so this is us from inside, and next time we'll be in the van, which is kind of like being outside.
Yes.
Except, heated.
But remember, don't believe anything you see on the news, because because it's almost all
It's all
fake.
propaganda.
I mean, can you even call it propaganda?
I'm not even sure what you could call it, I guess.
It's,
Lies. It's all lies.
as we call it in the army, it's a soup sandwich. It's a soup sandwich.
That's the thing.
Yeah. But yes, we'll be back probably Halloween, and I'll try to have some kind of actual news update and hopefully some good news. We'll update you on stuff.
I won't have anything probably. And it'll be Halloween night
You'll have-
because we have stuff to do.
You'll have
Nobody's home.
Halloween dabs.
I'll totally have spooky dabs.
Okay. So, no, you're cool, man. It's a freedom chat. People can say whatever they want in the
Yeah,
chat. That's
you can talk all you want on the chat. It's
Yeah.
Totally
Oh, that's
fine.
what you can do. Let people know that this is a place on YouTube where we don't have mods and there's no staying on topic here. You
Say
can
whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, anything you want. So that is the good thing to mention. Let people know there is one place left on YouTube where you can say whatever you want. Okay. We'll be back later.
Okay, bye.